Okay, so we'll start with task 2.3. So 2.3 says modify the search code. So we have to use the same code to also perform a substring match on the student ID. For example, search for all the students ID that begin with AB. So what we have to do, instead of checking the student ID or validating the student ID of certain format, we just have to take the input of a substring and then match the substring accordingly. So we'll use the same functions, the find function that we used before in task 1 for a substring match. So let's just open up our code. So this was the code for our task 2.2. I'm going to copy this because I'm going to make changes within this code. So let me open up a new file, Python. I'm calling this 2.3 and I'm pasting the code here. Okay, so what I need to do is I need to search the whole file. Okay, so instead of let me just write the whole code, so that's better for explanation. 2.3, I've opened the file for reading purposes. That's easy to understand. That's nothing much. Search ID is equals to input, so let the user enter part of the search ID. So this user can either input the whole thing, the whole ID, or a part of the ID, a substring of that. So record is blank as before. If you do not know why I did this, you have to go to my channel and see task 2.2, so you can understand why I've done this. So while length of record is greater than 0, same as task 2.2, record is file handle. So I'm reading one line from the file, so that line will be stored in I record. What I'm going to do is I'm going to separate just the ID. So I'm slicing from 0 to character number 6 because in task 2.1 we decided that the length of the ID will be 6. That's the only that's the format of our ID. So if id dot find a search ID is not equal to -1. So what does this mean? For this you have to go to task 1. Check out my videos for task 1 and you will see what this find video, so what this find function does and why I've used here, because this is similar to what I've done in task 1. So you have to go check that out as well. So print record from 7 onwards. So I'm just printing out all the all emails. You can also print the IDs for that. You just have to search and do the same thing as in task 2.2. is the same thing that we did in task 2.2. So I'm going to close the file and that's it. So let me just make common statements for search ID and record and ID. These are our string variables. Okay, so let's run this code. Let's find ID 12. So there's only 112. Okay, let me just go to the file and see. There are 2 3 and 2 3. So there are two 3s. So let me just run this code again so you can see that it will print two different emails. So first email is Zen, the other email is Ali. So this is the end for our task 2.3. For the code, just check out the link below and you will see a link for the code.